Forget about the people in your past. They didn't make it to your future for a reason. If you look at the people in your circle and don't get inspired, you don't have a circle, you have a cage. You cannot heal in the same environment where you got sick. Be careful who you build with, because people will use you for the foundation and finish the structure with somebody else. Don't stick with bad friends just because you've known them for a long time. Never give up. You don't know how close you may already be. You can't get much done in life if you only work on the days when you feel good. Being honest may not get you a lot of friends, but it'll always get you the right ones. More important than the ability to pick right one is the strength to walk away from the wrong one. The longer you entertain what's not for you, the longer you postpone what is. Say no to your desire to be perfect. Otherwise, you won't be able to improve further. Drive carefully on this road called life, because people will switch lanes on ya without a signal. You should never sacrifice what you could be for what you are. You learn a lot about people when they don't get what they want from you. Stop being so available to people who are only there for you when it's convenient for them. Choose your habits carefully. They decide your future. Never apologize for who you are or how you feel. It's like saying sorry for being real. You only get one body. Take care of it. You'll have it all your life. And while it is incredibly resilient, it can only give you what you put in. To change your life, you need to change your priorities. If you wouldn't like it done to you, don't do it to others. Time decides who you meet in life. Your heart decides who you want in your life, and your behavior decides who stays in your life. You are the product of what you do every day. Forget trying to change people. Either change yourself or change your environment, or both. One of the biggest mistakes we make is assuming that other people think the way we think. You can waste your lives drawing lines so you can live your life crossing them. Your wound is not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. You will ruin your life trying to make everyone happy. Learn to be content and happy by yourself. If you need a company to be happy, then it will make you weak. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean you need them back in your life. Missing is a part of getting over. The chief trick to making good mistakes is not to hide them, especially not from yourself. Growth is often a painful process. The future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Being true to yourself may lead to loneliness, but it's worth it. Hiding from your problems won't make them disappear. Facing them is the only way to grow. Never give someone the opportunity to waste your time twice. There's only one thing more precious than our time, and that's who we spend it on. Do not cling to any one person, not even your most beloved. Every person is a prison and also a hiding place. Worry about your character, not your reputation. Your character is who you are. Your reputation is who people think you are. Be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. You can't be happy with someone else if you aren't happy with yourself. Don't be afraid to do things by yourself. Waiting for other people will cause you to miss out on some wonderful things in life. The people who ask the most from you are the people who do the least for you. Be smart enough to ask for advice, but be wise enough to know who to seek it from. You don't realize the true value of a moment until it becomes a memory. On a day when you don't come across any problems, you can be sure that you are traveling on the wrong path. The second you feel like you're hanging on by a thread, let go. You shouldn't be holding on to something that makes you feel that way in the first place. You can't make someone love you by giving them more of what they already didn't appreciate. Don't make one person the center of all your happiness. Don't make them the reason why you're happy, because once that person walks away from your life, you're left with nothing. You cannot be everywhere and have everything. Learn to make the right choices and commit to things that matter most. Close some doors today, not because of pride, incapacity, or arrogance, but simply because they lead you nowhere. The greatest thing you can give yourself is freedom from what others think. You were born with 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them in that proportion. Action breeds more clarity than thought. So you can't think your way into a new life. You have to act your way into one. If you're not resilient by now, life is only going to get tougher for you. Never judge someone without knowing the whole story. You may think you understand, but you don't. Stop explaining yourself and telling people everything. You owe no one any explanation of what you do. Changes happen when we go against everything we're used to doing. Real growth is when you start checking and correcting yourself. Instead of blaming others, you take your power back by being responsible for your life. Going back to your ex is like having a shower and putting dirty underwear back on before a new chapter is begun. The old one has to be finished. Tell yourself that what has passed will never come back. Nothing is irreplaceable. A habit is not a need. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan, and what they have planned for you is not much. Chasing happiness will lead you to misery until you realize that happiness is the way. The more seriously you take yourself, the unhappier you're going to be. Never hate jealous people. They are jealous because they think you are better than them. Never complain of that of which it is at all times in your power to rid yourself. You give power to someone you blame for your problems. Later often means never. Never try to gain somebody's sympathy. The people who care about you will be there for you when you need them. You don't need to show them that you're their best friend. Forgiving people in silence and never speaking to them again is a form of self-care. Don't make permanent decisions on temporary emotions. Stay away from narcissists. They don't play by any rules. They will suck their life out of you slowly. Whatever the present moment contains, accept it as if you had chosen it. Always work with it, not against it. Make it your friend and ally, not your enemy. This will miraculously transform your whole life. You can't make people love you the way you love them. The only time you should ever look back is to see how far you've come. You must discipline yourself carefully. You must keep the promises you make to yourself and reward yourself so that you can trust and motivate yourself. When you build in silence, no one knows where to attack. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Clocks show time, and time shows people. Recognizing that you are not where you want to be is a starting point to begin changing your life, unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered. You will never grow. Let others' actions speak for them. People will show you far more than they will tell you. Your life becomes meaningful in precise proportion to the depths of the responsibility you're willing to shoulder. If you never heal from what hurt you, you'll bleed on people who didn't cut you. No matter what good you do to people, they will only remember your mistakes. Don't hold your breath on people doing the right or ethical thing. People make decisions based on self-interests, not on what is right. Don't quit. Sometimes the things you're hoping for come at unexpected times. You can't change someone who doesn't see a problem with their actions. Failure shows us the way by showing us what isn't the way. Stop overestimating others and underestimating yourself. You must let the pain visit. You must allow it to teach you. You must not allow it to overstay. Never overlook contempt. When someone views you with contempt and talks to you like you're beneath them, they will likely do you harm, whether relationally, socially, or physically. Remove that person from your life. Most of the time, you have to swallow the pain and learn to grow up by yourself. Commitment is what gets you started. Consistency is what gets you somewhere. And persistence is what keeps you going. Sacrifice today for tomorrow's betterment. You are willing to pay those payments with pain because pain is just a message. When you are fixing something that